As Danielle DiCintio continued to grow her basketball skills, college coaches began to take notice during her sophomore year of high school at Summers. One of those was Robert's Wesleyan Redhawks head coach Kevin Clifford and assistant coach Jack Rosati. But the story of how Danielle came to the Redhawks has an interesting twist, involving her dad in a phone call with Coach Clifford. But the original conversation was not about Danielle.
A couple of years ago, when I first got the job, her dad called. He's a boys high school coach, but he's also girls high school AAU girls coach. So he called me about another player, and we started talking. He mentioned his daughter. So I said, "Tell me about your daughter." So he sent his video on his daughter. Coach Rosati loved Danny DiCintio on the video. I loved her skill set and things like that, but I like to see them live. So I wanted to go see her live.
After seeing her highlight tape on the court, Clifford drove down to see DiCintio play in person at an AAU tournament. And he says it took just 90 seconds to see that she was the real deal and start the process of her becoming a Roberts Wesleyan Redhawk.
So I go to gym rats and I'm driving all around trying to get to these gyms. And we saw a lot of the players that were coming in that year were, playing in it. So I was going from game to game and I had to go watch Danny play. So I sit down, I watch Danny play live. Ben, I'm not even kidding. She had 4 threes in a minute and a half. And then she was going full court, man to man, guarding her player and things like that. I don't know if they were doing that because I was there, but I just love what I saw, and we offered her a few days later.
But Clifford also remembers what happened in the months after DiCintio committed to the Redhawks, something not all incoming college athletes do.
And the good thing about Danny was then when we were playing games, she was in her season and we were in our season. She would message, the coaches and coaches I and myself in terms of like, great win guys, like following us. So as a high school player, I thought it was pretty cool that they were following us. So, we watched her on video, but if her dad never called us, we would have never found her. But we found her, watched her video, and then I saw her live. And like I said, after I watched her play for a minute and a half, I watched the whole game, but a minute and a half, 2 minutes, I was sold.